Michael, commiserations. But first of all, just tell us about that ovation tonight when you came out. How was that as a feeling?
I didn't actually expect the noise to be that high. It was really nice to see, and I was especially pleased that I could show people what I actually can do on the table. Just not my sitting down skills, and look, Neil was fantastic yesterday. The damage was done, and I'm wishing him all the best. And it's going to take some playing to stop a player when he's in that form.
Can say, how was your approach coming into it tonight? What were you thinking? Was it just a case of I just need to get a frame on the board, or I'm just going to go out and enjoy it and not really worry about it?
Yeah, I just kind of said just to enjoy it a bit more, and I actually was thinking about just attempting a max, but he kept getting in and putting the first ball, so that was off the cards. I loved sitting in there yesterday. Obviously, that's not a feeling I want to get used to, but the support that I've had with my family and Zia, who runs the club Legends in Leytonstone, the support's been fantastic, and got things to work on for next season and going to build on it.
I can say, because Crucible debuts notoriously difficult, but now you've got that one out of the way, how do you build on that, and does it spur, how much does it spur you on to be back here?
It's definitely inspiring to be there. There's so much history, and the Crucible Theatre is the theatre of dreams. So I'm just gonna.
Did you always view it as the theatre of dreams still at every point yesterday?
Always, yeah. And I just found myself looking around, which is probably the wrong thing to do, taking your focus away. But it was the first time I actually stepped inside the Crucible Theatre. I vowed to myself to never come here unless you're playing. But I had a long week. It was hard work last week at the qualifiers, and I was just pleased with this week. And Neil's, he's a great guy, great player. Wish him all the best, and looking forward to a little break now.
And Neil had a few words with you at the end. What did he say to you?
He just said not to worry about it. He's been in that position when he came here with Hendry. But I did stress to him that I'd loved every second of it. The crowd were fantastic, and the table was great, so quick. It was like an ice rink. But it's definitely inspired me to work harder for next season and hopefully get here again.
And you mentioned that inspiration. I mean, you're particularly someone who'll appreciate what it's like to play here, having worked in an office a few years ago and being on the other side. You know how special it is to be here and take that in as well.
Absolutely, that's up there with probably the best experience I've ever done in my life. It's so crazy. I'm so used to watching it on TV, and I see all the documentaries about the place, and I didn't expect it to be so small, to be honest. But it was just brilliant. The noise was crazy when I walked out there today, but it was really nice. I milked it a bit.
I think you've got to milk it, haven't you? Especially when you win the frame. I mean, what was that feeling like?
Yeah, it was amazing. I just enjoyed it. It was nice, just going for your shots and letting your arm go and not stressing about what you're going to leave him because he's playing so well. And I just went for it. I didn't even think about the result. If he'd done me 10-0, I still would have enjoyed it as much as I did.
Did you have that feeling of the whitewash in the back of your mind as you came in, or was that not something you're thinking?
No, not really. It's I know there's only one player that's ever done that before. Was it Parrott, I think?
John Parrott.
In Charlton. Yeah. So a lot of people reminded me about the whitewash, and everyone's got their own views, but I still enjoyed the experience. The experience is what I'm going to take away from this, and I'm going to work twice as hard next year just to get here again because that was fantastic.
I'm going to say just on what you're going to work on and what you're going to go away and do. Is it a little break and then straight back into it?
Big break, and then I'm going to probably go see some family in Cyprus, and then maybe go another holiday somewhere just to relax, and then qualifiers start I think mid-June, so I'm going to work hard a few weeks before that, just live on the table. It's worth it to go out there and walk through that doorway and see the crowd and everything. It's so worth it. I'd live on the table for next year.
And just a word on Neil about how well he played. You mentioned that, but future world champions, he laid down a marker there.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be very surprised if he didn't make the final playing the way he did yesterday. It's probably going to take a freak performance to beat him. But no, he's got so much experience and he knows the tables a bit better than I do. And I wish him all the best. I hope he does it.
Michael, were you also aware that you needed 83 points to avoid the lowest scoring total?
I wasn't aware. No one told me that. But I think did Hong Hao today score less than I did yesterday. So I was safe. Ish.
Is there that relief much as you love the whole experience? Is there that relief that you're not going to be going into any record books?
Not really. I mean, there's no such thing as bad press. So, you know, to have that record, you know, it's another record, isn't it? First Cypriot, lowest score. It's hand in hand, isn't it? It's like football.